Hi everyone, Murdoch here. Hope you're well. Now this video today is for someone that feels as if they're quite wristy. Maybe a playing partner has also pointed out to them that they're very handsy, hands and arms. It's quite a loose swing. Now if you're too loose, it can often result in inconsistent striking as well as being very difficult to hold a direction. You can get a hook, a toe hit, deep divots. Now being too wristy means that you're thinking of the whole swing being very handsy. It feels very hands and arms. So you find it hard to feel that connection. It feels very inconsistent daily, especially if you're not playing often. So you'll take the club back with the hands, and then you'll have a kind of loose, long backswing, this sort of position here, and then you'll be through in quite a wristy sort of action into the follow through. So it looks something like this. You're up. So it's very handsy. So in order for you to get a feeling of a bit more body involved and get a consistent, shallower strike with compression off the face, I want you to set up with a 6-iron down the handle and just imagine now where impact would be. Then scrape the ball down the range, holding your angle at the end, till you're at a point at the end of the swing where your hands and arms are extended together in a straight line, not like this. I want you to feel like you've finished this little drill, extended like that, looking over your shoulder, feeling a good clearance on that left hip. The more cleared with the left hip, the better. Now, golf is very much rotation. So if you've had any injuries or you're involved in a job that has you sat down a lot, you will get stiff. So every video I mention rotation to a certain degree. I also mention where should you be at impact. I'm believing golf is very much more simple than everyone makes out. The process is anyway. What is the challenge is doing it every day. It's like Groundhog Day. So we've got to focus back and climb that ladder again. So always focus on impact, and your goal and all you can control as a golfer is a good ball turf strike. The result happens after that. And before the strike, it's the move you put on it. So we want minimal moving parts. So to get the wristiness back to being more in sync with body, let's start with how it should feel through impact. So address the ball well. 6-iron. In the 6-iron position, assume impact, so dig the leading edge of the club into the ground a bit and imagine that trappy strike. Be sure to keep your shoulders down your feet line as you clear the hips and feel the driving off that right foot. Get a bend in that shaft and scrape towards the target. You get an idea of the discomforts there briefly and the pressure on your lower back. So again, you get familiar with these feelings, you learn to love them, and you can also understand how the old keep your head down, watch the ball sayings are so proud in this game. Commit to the strike, I like. That's authority and gives you a sense of, thrill after a really good hit. Then the results come on direction. So moving up from that, I want you to take some swings that hit through that. So you're going to set up well, 6-iron still, back to here, like a long takeaway where you feel like there's just no wrist. You're back through, like big chips, giant chips. We're just back, commit. Get that solid strike. Feel again, you're hitting through impact now. So what you're doing subconsciously is beginning the takeaway move. The length of the shaft, the weight on the head, will hinge your wrists the right amount. It will then become something that happens automatically as you remain focused on what you can control, your commitment to the strike. Then after this, it doesn't matter. Scotty Scheffler's all over the place at the end. He's the best ball striker in the world at the moment. And he's got seemingly the most loose feet. It really doesn't matter what it looks like if you rip it. If you strike it well and you're consistently on a path that coincides with that of the target, with a face on the target for regular draws and fades, we don't care what it looks like. So this wristy swing you've got, these funny actions, these little signature moves, suddenly become repeatable if you focus on the simplicities and the thrill of a good strike. The simplicities of impact and the thrill that a good strike gives you. Once you start ripping it, oh, that was nice. That was a great strike. Lodge it in your head. Put down another ball and go on 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row. After 5 or 6 balls and attempts, pause. Do the drill again. You find a ropey ball on the range, bring it into shot. Don't waste it. Preset impact, scrape it down to get used to that. Recalibrate yourself, I call it. Then you're ready for the next 5 or 6 balls. Rip, rip, rip. You start to get familiar. You're cloning these good moves. Now, after you start striking 8 or 9 out of 10, you watch. You'll see that the striking direction, the results of the shot are really going to be quite impressive. You'll find that that's fixed itself. Remember, number 3 is the result. Where has it ended up? We can't be consistent on number 3 if we haven't, number 1, put a good move on it, with number 2, a committed strike. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.